trade unions.
Good morning,
And cooperative
Demi
societies
Kiza.
incubated,
I don't know where I'm connected now.
they
Oh,
collapsed.
I'm on
Almost
a short
speak about
reloaded. It's
the product of
connected.
politicians
Thank
now.
you.
But we know the difference between the crop and
Thank you. I was
leaders
listening
that were
to
incubated
the legislative agenda, as
against
always I
arrangements.
do. Thank you,
think
thank you,
it
thank you so
irregular
much. We'll
and
be
constitutional
watching.
to block out particular sections
So
of society from participating
let's go.
in the
Good
affairs
morning,
of
good
this
morning,
country.
good morning,
But we
good
have made
morning.
and erected proposals that we need to be
Good morning, comrades. So I'm here. I spent the whole week. I'm laughing because Edu Entertainment has arrived in Uganda. It has been there, but now everybody is taking note. Why am I saying that? Okay, also, can I say Shami Malende is not well. She's not very well. Oh, poor Malende. Get well soon. Patricia, get well soon. Council Mary get soon. Nus Fakato get well soon. It's we have got Kauma is missing as well. So many people, they are being abducted. So I've been laughing and laughing. It's time because all my life is like I'm emotional, I'm crying. I don't want to show it on the screen, but I've been laughing since we had the ruling from UN. They made recommendation. Those recommendations, they really, and what happened there, really, if you don't have laughter, I don't know what it is, because it's high time we find the joy. It's high time we laugh about. We haven't had that chance to laugh, but it is now that we can laugh. So what is happening now? Edu Entertainment. I'm here for a few minutes. Edu Entertainment. He has arrived. Bobby Wine, when he came, for me, I call Bobby Wine a prophet. Because most of the things he has said he has done, they've come to pass. Most of the things he has said, people, they never took him as serious. Now, Bwino Ku Bwino, one day, Museveni stood up and said, it is not about musician. It's not about music, but it's about politics. So what I say, why it has arrived. Now NRM, I said to you, is copycat. When they see Bobby Wine is very famous, Bobby Wine is being nominated, Bobby Wine is given applause, Bobby Wine is being invited to attend UN, EU, everything. He thinks he's going to parade other people that they win over or they will take a position. So now it has taken them time to find out that bit by bit it can add up. They used to dismiss Bobby Wine. Oh, that is oyo mudongo. Oyo mudongo tetali mbya bifuzi tabimanyi tabitegeera. Naye kati wetuli kati bakola ebintu Bobby Wine kati ate bagoberera Bobby Wine. Tekyo lwaki olaba baleese Kenzo ne bamuparadinga. Naye mbadde njagala okubazibula amaaso ku kintu kya Kenzo. Kubanga NRM bwekola kati mugiyige. Kenzo yazze n'agamba abantu abafuluma Uganda be babonya. Yasooka n'agamba Uganda eri bulungi. Munyonyo tewali mutawaana, tewali kizibu kyonna. Awo ne tuvaawo. Ekyokubiri n'atugamba ate bwe yamaze bwe yagenze ku stage n'agamba naye abantu abali e Bulaaya abafuluma Uganda ate kati mwe mutubonyaabonya. Ekyo kyakubiri. NRM bwetyo bwekola. Ate bwe yamaze ne bamulonda kwabo ab'okuwangula ebirabo. Kakati ate n'asanyuka nnyo n'agwawo n'ekigo. Kakati ekyo kiba kikulaga nti contradiction, nti eno n'eri eno bakubuuzabuuza n'amakulankulamusiza bakubuuzabuuza. Kati wanaze n'akugamba abazungu babi, abagenda e Bulaaya muli babi, ate n'akugamba Uganda eteredde. Ate ekirabo kye bamuwa e Kampala takisanyukira, takiguddeemu bigo. Ate kye bamuwadde e Bulaaya ate ekyo kyasanyukidde n'agwa. Nomination bamulonze bulonzi naye tebannamuwangule. Era Sky Soldier ndabye ataddeyo abantu okugira. Kati ekyo, we have to know that is how NRM has been playing that game. Then he comes and say Uganda is safe. Uganda is peaceful. Then they abduct people, they kill people, and now they come and say to you, Bobby Wine wabazungu, Bobby Wine is for. Then they borrow money from international community. Then the loans zonna bazijja international community. Kakati ne weebuuza kyova olaba nti NUP manifesto nze njagala nnyo nagisanyukira nnyo. NUP manifesto is that good. Kubanga bw'ogisoma tulina 5 key points ezo mbeera nzibaddiramu. People-centered government, public services to all, universal to everybody, share economic growth. Our minos, eyokutano is international and domestic relationship. Kakati bw'oba ng'oli mu power, sooner or later we shall need international. Ne NUP, we are smart. We are going to have international on the terms that is going to help Uganda. On the terms, kubanga we are national unity platform. We are not about only NUP. We are going to involve everybody. Kubanga we want to transform a country. You cannot transform it with just one unit. Kati, one of the things is that ekibadde kinsanyusa nnyo bintu bingi nnyo byabadde Jennifer. Naye ekinsanyusa nnyo ebintu byonna kati NRM ebaguseeyo. Eri gyebadde ku mundu okuumira abantu ku mundu, keeping people quiet, don't talk. Now they are shifting. That is a political paradigm shift. It is shifting. Omwana gwe bayita omudongo uno kati abatwala ku ndongo, abakuba endongo eyagundi enanga tekola, enanga endongo ye tekola, kati eya Bobi Wine yekola. Kati era obalaba bwe balese Kangashumba olwokuba kagamba Bobi Wine nze namugira nze namutuusa kati bwe kamaze mbunze strategist. We are waiting for you to rabe strategy where ogenda kugikola wa Gashumba. We are waiting to see your strategy. And strategy mukolera kuba ate Gashumba bw'ogenda ennyo waliwo audio ezijja okuvaayo ezigenda okwabula zikulaga nti Gashumba obadde okolera ani lwabwogo. Ndowooza muhoozi lwajja okukuba emimwa egyo agigire. Naye kati mulaba Edu Entertainment yeeriwo kati, nothing else. Bagamba oyo mudongo, ebyo byabadongo, politics tetugirina. Naye nze ekintu ekinsanyusa is for us nti tukoze ebintu, we have laid a foundation. Foundation eyo tebadde nnyangu. That foundation, some people, they don't understand it. Like boyogeranga legislative agenda. Legislative agenda kati ezeeyo eri into play. Bw'olaba gundi ensobi kiri owagize yakoze. Our legislative agenda, if we implement it, no attorney general is going to go in UN and tell us. Tekigenda kusoboka. Legislative agenda yayogera ku bintu Mubende specifically, Arua specifically. What is happening? Mubende, there is Ebola. Arua, there is hunger, drought. Kakati kyovola banti. These people, they have made a recommendation. Big one. They went first to IMF to borrow money, and they made 4 recommendations. And one of them key was good governance. And second was one of them to give equipment, medical facilities. And that yali to look into poverty. And that yali into bribery, that they will have to claim more government officials. Now this UN human rights has made 6 recommendations. You read them. 6 recommendations. Ebalagide. Kubanga first of all, they brought good evidence how the police, how the UPDF, how the ISO, they are heavily involved in torture, human rights abuse, gross human rights abuse. These people in the beginning, we thought they were not listening to us. We thought they were not listening. But boy, they are listening. Being Uganda is a sovereignty country, they cannot just come in. They will come in. But this moment, they are homing on. They are putting things in the place. What I'm telling you, now the whole world wants to speak to UN. Wait, next week. Next week, it's an important week that UK is going to listen to NUP leaders. Hey! Banange mundeke ndi ku kyoto sikirizibwa kwekola bino bino. The whole world now, it is time now. Edu Entertainment has arrived. The whole world now wants to listen, wants to speak to NUP. Time for NRM has stopped. Now they want to hear our evidence. This is the time we have to adapt the language to speak their language. This is the time when you are writing, tag those people. This is the time when you do like shows, you come to key points, speak to them, speak it in the language that will be easier for them to listen. Because those people, they are like you and I. But until we home them down, until we counter them, until we pin them, you heard our president told them when he was in Netherlands. You are the people who are keeping Museveni in power. He said it point blank. We must find a moderate language. We must find a place to speak. We must get our timing right, like our sisters did. I don't want to say that. Sagala kogera kuba sister wabade Switzerland. Sagala. NUP is aligning itself. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Edu Entertainment has arrived. They used to say, diaspora, they don't work. After all, they don't vote. But who has got the power now? It is diaspora. Who has got the power now? It is diaspora. Now you can see they want to NRM. There is a place I went to buy business, and somebody is speaking in Uganda, is speaking, and I'm listening, and he's speaking to NUP. Ngabali abawakana nene mugana yegundi ngayogera ebintu binyiza nali nsirise ne muvanywa ne mugana yegundi lwaki muri wane Bulaya amazeewo emyaka 22 mu UK naye lwaki muri wane UK nga mulaba ebintu ebirungi ebiriwo nga temwagala kubizza Kampala. Mbu anti kakati mbade abantu bavuma Museveni kati omutabani taji ne mugamba gwe omutabani ajja tosobola ku respecting our constitution article 102 nangamba mbu gogisoma bubi nenjimuleetera kubanga nze mbeera nayo ku ssimu naga kati tulina meeting diaspora ebintu bwe bityo. But I tell you, they underestimated Robert Kyagulanyi. Everybody knows that, and now it's too late. Now they are trying to parade to find a place to compete with Bobby Wine. Bobby Wine is no longer Bobby Wine they knew. Bobby Wine is different. Bobby Wine sits on the table with Joe Biden. Bobby Wine yali ku UN Geneva Summit. Among the 7 speakers, Bobby Wine was one of them. Kati, however much they try to align him alongside Kenzo, it doesn't matter. We are on a national issue. We want people to come and speak about Uganda. We want Kenzo to come and say, Volongoto, to explain us word by word. Like Bobby Wine will sing Uganda, we sing his song at the moment that fits that time. But can Kenzo come and repeat that whole song? Volongoto, 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 Volongoto. Fellow Ugandans, I pray to all Ugandans. I pray to all Ugandans, please. I pray. We are seeing people who are waiting to reap our Uganda part. Those are the opportunists. We are seeing people, and Chirungi nyoba simo genze. Museveni kati atandise okukiraba. Museveni atandise okukiraba. Abantu bonna babadde bamukubira obululu. Museveni, I say this. Don't say you didn't hear this in Uganda. Museveni, now it's your time. You are like Museveni now. People, they are rejoicing of your going, of your exit, of your removal. Those are the NRM, like Tamaremiru. All these people who used to praise you, flatter you, do what? Now you can see they are aligning themselves. I pray to all Ugandans, and I'm warning those Ugandans opportunists. Mayinja, abobona, lakakini, Tamaremirundi, those who are saying because you are so naive. You have been promised money, but they are using you today, and when they get in power, they won't need you. That's why I mean that you are so naive. You are very naive. After 36 years, if Museveni didn't give you what he has given you, so why would you think Muhoozi would give you something? And after that, 37 years, Museveni has been giving you our money, and he was still begging. So what would you like yourself? So Edu Entertainment is in action now. Believe me or not, I've always said to you, NRM is a copycat. They are looking into our manifesto. Madam Pulitzer this morning again, leader of opposition legislative agenda, nga njagala kwogera ku kintu ekyo, devolution of power. This is where we are living now. Edu Entertainment, led by Bobby Wine, led by Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, it has arrived. Kubanga NUP have laid a good foundation. We have got a legislative agenda. It's not all perfect. As we experience, we shall have to edit that legislative agenda because there is no provisioning for prisoners. So with experience now we are learning, we shall have to edit that legislative agenda. But because it mentioned devolution of power, decentralization, that when opposition they speak, they have to take that submission seriously. When we had a legislative agenda, they talked about abuse of human rights. They talked about bribery. They talked about hunger and drought in Arua. They talked about floods in Mubende. Government ignored. So devolution of power. Even if we NUP we go in power, we shall give chance those in opposition to speak, and we shall take their submission seriously, because we are about Uganda. We are not about fighting wherever. No. If we have been suffocated for all these years, we are going to transform Uganda, that everybody will be free. When NUP is in power, being that you support any party, it's not going to be a blame. So many Ugandans, they are abducted, they are killed, they go missing, they've left injured, they are disabled because they support NUP. And the security turns on them and beats them. So the devolution of powers that Impuga presented is also coming to play. Because right now, they have been speaking about human rights. They didn't hear. Chiriowa goes to UN and makes a mistake. Devolution of power, NUP has been complaining of people abducted. Now UN, with all these recommendations from IMF, from European Union, from UN human rights, they all connect, they link to each other. Anything with the rule of law, the absence of rule of law, it fosters a dictator to stay in power. Anything, a lack of rule of law, that's where dictators thrive. That is where dictators, they feed on. Dictators, that is what they want. So when we talk about devolution of power in the legislative agenda, that is what Impuga was suggesting, that when any opposition speak, you take it. Opposition, they are spoken about the drought, they are not listened. Opposition, they have given their option for education in Uganda, they are not listened. But what NRM they do, they go behind doors and they look into our ideas, our opposition, they look into our manifesto, they come and they try to present it as if it is theirs. But you know what? When your idea is your own, you just own it, pioneer. Even if somebody steals it, you the original, you will always have better ideas. It's just only a matter of time. Now you saw what happened. This is what is happening because they don't. That is what legislative agenda said, that the space has shrunk for politics in Uganda for opposition. They are not allowing opposition to speak. As we speak for now, should Segrinya be in prison? Should Sewanyana be in prison? Should we have 42 people in Chitalia, 34? Should we have 70 people in Ruzira? Should we have people being abducted every day? The answer is no, 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 because NRM, they are like headphones. Once you speak, they put headphones on. Brick wall. They are not going to listen. But you know what? It is coming to bite them. Whatever they plan, the news is tightening. The media in Uganda is in trouble. They are not reporting these things. They are not reporting accurately. They are conceding. They hide. They mute. They do whatever they do. Some people, they wonder, why did the UN, because their freedom, why did they mute Uganda protesters? I think I know the answer, because my friend has got a son. That son yakola Wembley Stadium. Kati ebyo byonna ebiraga ku screen replays byonna ya controlling. Once there is something ekizze nga tekyabaddewo, order weri to mute. And bwe kiba kati nga bwe mulaba abo ba strippers abajja ku kisaawe oba waliyo ekintu n'agwawo n'akola ki, babeera ne order mute n'ekifaananyi nakyo kijjeko. Babeera ne order what to do in event of a protester. Naye eventually that audio tujja kugifuna. They can mute, naye tekitegeeza nti if they mute, audio eyo tebagirina. That audio will be there, and one day, the moment, if people, sagala kubyogera nnyo kubanga sagala kubbira abantu bibuuzo, sagala, if people they manage to get to that stage, bwe baba nga basobodde okutuuka awo, mugiyita kyakusanya. NUP is everywhere, and everybody wants to speak to NUP. Next week, UK Parliament egenda kwogera ne ba NUP leaders. Everybody, time ya NRM eweddemu. Kati those recommendations to stwale nga ziri serious. Bw'oba okola research gwe nasoma, always buli w'owandiika, buli w'okola ki, onokola recommendations. Kati Uganda, those bye babalagidde okukola bakyabitwala nga babiyisaamu amaaso nga babisanyisa. But boy, let me tell you, they will give those recommendations. Bajja bagamba eza eco pipe mwazikola, environment and the abuse of human rights. All I can advise you, keep on reporting. Eno gundi company gye batadde ngenda ligiteekayo erinnya lyayo. We have to report any sort of human abuse. Esimu we bakubira threatening, those blocked number, gwe recording this number, batwalire screenshot ku police, oba wali gundi gye ngenda okuteekayo ku profile yange. We have to keep on reporting. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. Nalabye number ya reporting, and I would like to thank those people who have reported. Report anything, any intimidation, ebyo mu human rights, intimidation, any word of intimidation, reporting, any causes kugira, reporting. Abantu abo bonna abakwetoolodde ababuuzabuuza balope. Tetulina kyakola, tetulina mundu, and we are going for non-violent. If we are going for non-violent measures, then these are the tools we have to use. Kati olaba ofono pondo yasekanga. Kati akyaseka. Kati banoonya muntu who can compete with Bobi Wine. Naye Ugandans, you are very naive. Ugandans, you are very naive. Ugandans, tulina ekizibu. Omuntu asobola okuteekawo ekidongo n'akuba, kati n'abeera nga baby cool, n'agamba akasepiki baba abantu ne bakyamuka ne beera nga tebawulidde na quality. N'egenda owuliza ennyimba za Bobi Wine 20 years ago, 21 years ago, they are all quality songs. Naye kati ekizibu kye tulina nti abantu bagenda nnyo n'ebyo ebintu. Naye for Ugandans, report. Keep the reference number, keep the date. These numbers tuzeetaaga, mwalabe UN yakozeseza numbers. Bwino ku bwino. They cannot use words. They cannot go by parapase. No, awo yenjawulo eriwo. Eri mu UN, when we are talking to UN, IMF, nga twogera ne UN, ne EU, zo zonna department, we need bwino ku bwino. Remember that. We don't need the bidi bagambye bakoze batya kino ne kibeerawo gundi n'ayogera. Bwino ku bwino. twagala Bwino in audio, in text, in video, in physical. Bwino Ku Bwino. Chovola antinze. When I'm tweeting, when I'm doing, I quote people. Ekyo ki computer misuse tekijja kunkwata because I quote people direct. Sirina kintu kyonna kyenteekamu kya direct wayogera kino kati kye tulina okukola nawulidde abantu nawulidde ne nina bukirwa ggwe nkugamba nawulidde awo ogamba abantu temugera waki mutya okwogera. Dictator doesn't need endorsement to be a dictator. That is what makes them a dictator. They take anything by force, not by negotiation. Kati dictator, they will do anything oba oyagala oba toyagala. Ekintu kye tulina okukola is to learn to pin them or counter or to do chebaita gundi spin doctors like Musisipo Media. Musisipo Media is doing some good clips, are putting a spin on something. But it's a spin. Kati Musisipo Media is a spin doctor in NUP. Era Musisi nkwebaza kati govuddeyo, that is your patch. Akuleetera clip ne bw'oba toyagala kulira byagundi naye n'abikuteerako spin n'abikonnyonnyola ku sayidi yo ng'ate biyamba sayidi yo ng'ate birumika oli omuntu. Kati ye spin oyo kati Musisipo Media avuddeyo naye kati is a spin doctor. Kati tetusobola gaana ebintu byonna bye boogera byonna we have to attack them. Nze njagala okubagulira nina photo screen. Muhozi yateekayo n'agamba mu mbuli abantu abaagala neesimbewo mu 2026. 2,000 zamugamba nti ye abantu 600 ne bamugamba no posti yagijjayo n'agisazaayo. Kakati bw'ogendayo n'osoma olina okumanya how to pin them. N'omugaa kati bino biriwa ebyo tabyagala. It doesn't make them popular. As Uganda they stand, we are going to be Uganda kate shirikinze. They don't have anywhere to run to. We are going to look each other into the face. Chovola banti, I'm pleading to those people who are trumping that table. Oh, MK. We are in Uganda. You want to bring the wrong person who was head of SFC, who was recommended to ICC as a president against our article, Constitution Article 102. Kati ebintu bino byonna bye mulaba bigenda bikola. Chovola nti we have to call these leaders, like these cabinet ministers. Nze I don't care. Cabinet, I call you, I pin you down. I say wano wagamba kino kola kino. It's like I'm asking Abdallah Chiwanuka. You are the internal minister, shadow minister of internal affairs. NUN Human Rights has done work for you. Use those recommendations. Go in the parliament and speak about them. That is what UN want Uganda to hear. And when you go on the parliament and you address those issues and they fail to take, that is when NUP is going to make more to tighten up. Netulina report AIU from Swedish embassy by the way could democracy day. How we government autocracy has declined. How everything has gone worse from 2018. That report is there. Bogena ku website ku Facebook jeri. Zengenda yo n'ekisoma buli naku tebasobola gijja. We are having all these reports by human rights as well. Ne Uganda, ne kyewunyisa. Where is African Union in all this? And what about East Africa? Why should we have a passport for East Africa? Why? When things are happening in Uganda there and nothing, our community will not say anything. And see to come together, they need those 4 things to be there. Judiciary must be there. Human rights must be there. Immigration must be there. Economy must be there. Because if you don't respect people's rights, how will Kenya help us? How will Tanzania help us? How will Rwanda help us? Bagama we join as customary, then Kagame atuga ate. Then Ruto huyo naulida zungamba yagala kujja obisana. Then Museveni agame badetera mutabani. Then abe Sudan bagambe fa mafuta tugata. No, tebikola. We don't need East African passport. We need Ugandan passport. East African passport should be an option. ate abantu abana passport Ugandan passport nga weziri, they should let them to expire and those Ugandans they decide, but it shouldn't be a force. What I'm seeing, what I wanted to say a little bit, let me say it. There is a way you sort things. Naye waliwo autonomy. Kati e Kampala they prefer ekigambo autonomy. Autonomy tekikola. Kiringa ng'omuntu bw'ajja n'alwala oba alwadde siriimu ate n'otamuyigiriza naye n'omuwa eddagala ne liwona ajja kuddayo asiiga abalala oba afune. Autonomy ebyo bakugamba wear seat belt singa bakutiisa butiisa bw'oba togigera tugenda kuwa fine. Kati nalabye nga Nsereko Museveni nga tannayogera n'agamba tubadde twagala pulezidenti ateekewo lockdown. Kati Nsereko ye amanyidde autonomy byebyo Gashumba byabeeramu bajja kukiwulira, byebyo Muhoozi byabeeramu bajja kukiwulira. Hello Joan, hello namakulu njagala kusoma kwezo message. Kaakati ebintu ebyo byonna bibeerawo naye bane mbabuulire nze mundaba nnemedde wano. Abantu abasinga bagamba naye omukazi oyo oba kiki abeera n'abantu omu babiri be bamulaba. Nze it's nothing. Bwino ku Bwino. One day njagala somebody to search and we come across my article, my show, and there is something that they can pick up. I'm not going to excite people. Naye n'ekirala ekinnemeddeko mbadde manyi njiza ebintu bingi nnyo ebintu bwe bikola. Abantu abasinga mwagala things which are going to work out, catch fire, and then things are done. Naye nze ebintu mbimanyi bigenda process by process. That's why when abaga nti Fred Lumbuye legal process ejja kuwangulwa bangi ne bampakanya naye other people they inbox me nga balaba bikoze ne bangamba kiwagamba no kikola. Kati nze mbanyi nti ebintu byonna bikola process by process. Ekintu kye twetaaga ffe is to home in bino bye bakola aba UN. Recommendation ezo tetuzisula mu bbiini tuzibalumike tuzibateere maaso. Shadow Minister agende mu Parliament azogere tubeere nga tubalumika ne UN Human Rights Uganda yadde bali compromised tetufaayo. Bwino ku Bwino ffe tubalekere bakimanye ti whenever we write something we share with other people, we copy to other people. We have to get into the system to get used to that. Kati nze one of the things that I will always speak out because I know one day we are going to be Uganda is going to change. One day people power will take power. I know, however slow I want it today, but I know with the time is going to work. Ne other Ugandans, ate you are the people, remember. We are the people, we are the foundation. When you keep quiet, bakugamba akasira kagudu wekava kunyumba etonya. When you keep quiet, etofali elyojewo, liyingize mmese, liyingize mpeko, kati gwe pikamu, yongerango pika. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. When I have time, I'm going to speak. Don't be quiet. Don't expect things. Those NRM opportunities. Boba agala bintu biwedde. Edikenzo bamuwadde motoka ya milioni lukaga agenze. Mayinja bamuwadde lukaga agenze. Kundi mavule bamuwadde 3 billion agenze. Bajjo bagenze. Sente zonna zikusedde Edu Entertainment yeri mu deal. Kati yebasomesa how to do things. How to do things. Yebasomesa yeri mu deal. Kati banoonya n'alabye obusanyuka mbu bya nakwenda osinga kati Edikenzo was nominated. Ate it is still within our hand. We can vote him out. We can vote the other guy from Nigeria. Ndoza tebamanyi baana ba people power. Ndaba Sky Soldier abataddeko akazito. Tebamanyi baana ba people power. He was nominated. 1 minute agamba ate abali diaspora bamubuzemu. 1 minute Uganda is safe. Munyenye is safe. 1 minute ate asanyukire. What is that? What NRM bwe bade babuzabuza fe tuli gundi bali tebatumanyira ate sente gye bazijja. Uganda is in debt. Uganda is borrowing from international community. Uganda we don't have money. Ate era n'amafuta twagala gatunda into good European Union. Why don't we use that petrol for ourselves and make life easier for ourselves? But we are looking for a market abroad. Kadibana Uganda, Edu Entertainment. So that's but at least them are giving you a sneak review of that. it is in place now. Mwe mulabe ebintu bye bakola byonna kati bakyuse eno ku ndongo banoonya anybody banoonya faceboy facegalo abayimbire akuŋŋaanye abantu naye bannayuganda bali naive. Today tubagambe bw'oba mubigendamu naye wali akabokisi tugenda kulonda oba mubigendamu kunga bwejja mujjanga oba mubigendamu temukkizanga awo oba yagundi eyo 2026 babeka akantu katutwala Shamimu nkusabira yo sijja gendayo. But well, devolution of power, legislative agenda. That is what they were saying. Naye kati eri into place, but NRM, they are stealing our ideas and they own it. Naye they cannot own it because they don't understand it. They pay people they lie. Abantu NRM is naive. Museveni is naive. Buli muntu yenna amugamba nja kukubira Bobi Wine ng'amuwa ssente. Like Gashumba, ze natwala Bobi Wine n'awangula ekyeddondo kati mboyo strategist. First time lwe mbuliddewo omulimu gwa Gashumba bulijjo ali ka briefcase wati mufere ali ku njege bwati naye Gashumba ate Gashumba omanyidde ddala omanyidde ddala era ne tugwa wantu ojja kulaba ng'ogeze kale. Devolution of powers. Human rights, abuse of human rights is on gross violation. Those recommendations made by UN, IMF, and the EU zikwatagana. Nayenga very soon ekintu kijja kutola. Mbadde njagala kusomako namakula. Tewali ali musima kiki kyatukoledde okututuba. Yes, tewali ajja tusiima. Hello Joan Stanley Mpoya. Oh, you are live in Congo. Oliotya mubimba. Thank you everybody. Have a nice day. Today 17th tugenda enkya abaana baffe lwe babatta bayira we banemujjukire. Abaana baffe bagamba 5 mbana batta abantu over 200. Kyekyo lwaki monitor bagisummoning. Kabaka owa Buganda yasaba investigation tebagireetanga. Tetufunanga outcome. Tubakube ka BBC ako ka video mukasaleyo. Naye temuteekamu ebigundi ebiyinza okujjayo egundi. Facebook yo ne bagiggala. Atoyinza kukola ki? Aike kusinga cash mpaka kasente. Tubeere bulungi. Binyinyo bensobola okwogera naye ndi mukuseka abantu batugamba tuli badongo kati be bafuusa ate bo badongo wala ffe tuli badongo batuufu ate bo badongo wala. Matovu yayogera mbwayo politics. Gundi buli wayogera mbwayo politics. Buli woyogerako eddwaliro B. Oyo politics totuusamu ebyo twaze mu ndongo. Matovu yabagamba bane mundeke njogere. Mubuli kasera mulowooza nti politics. Si politics abantu tebali mu politics. But because these are social issues affecting people. People, they are poor. People, they are facing upheaval to live. They are facing difficult time to live and survive. Gwenga atoga mambo ebyo bya politics. Buli kyayogerako oyo Bobby. Kati n'abafuukidde ekitalo. Ekyo mwenna mwebale nnyo. Shamimu nkusabira nnyo. Abantu mwenna mbasabira. Mwenna mwekuume baleme kubawamba. Ekibbattaka nakyo kigenda mu maaso. Ffenna kijja tumalawo. Ffenna agaffe gonna bagabba. Kyekyo lwaki twogera tujja kufiira wano. Mwenna abaali boogera ku kyoto mukomewo. Abaali boogera nga mulina emikutu gyammwe mwenna mukomewo. Come back. Do lives after lives. When you keep quiet, you are giving them space. It's you to speak out. Salute. People power, our power, people power. NUP everywhere NUP. Salute. Ono Irene Davis yanyambazizza olunaku lwa leero. Webala Irene. Irene Davis, soja wange.